Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel UPSC is Easy. My name is Shreya. We are going to start with chapter State Legislature. First of all, you must know that the articles involved here are Article 168 to 212. 168 to 212 Part 6 of the Constitution deals with state legislature. Organization की अगर हम बात करें state legislature की, so you must know that there is no uniformity over here. Most of the states have unicameral system. Right? There are 6 states, only 6, which have 2 houses, यानी कि bicameral system. So bicameral का मतलब होता है 2 houses, unicameral is 1 house. कौन से ये 6 states हैं जहां पे आपको bicameral system देखने को मिलता है? आंध्र प्रदेश एंड तेलंगाना, यूपी एंड बिहार, महाराष्ट्र एंड कर्नाटका. आंध्र प्रदेश, तेलंगाना, यूपी, बिहार, महाराष्ट्र, कर्नाटका. Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Council was actually abolished by Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act of 2019. Tamil Nadu Legislative Council Act जो है वो 2010 में आया, but it did not come into force, इसलिए अभी भी वहाँ पे यूनिकैमरल सिस्टम है. Legislative Council of Andhra Pradesh was actually revived by Andhra Pradesh Legislative Act of 2005. And 7th Amendment Act of 1956 provided for a legislative council in Madhya Pradesh. However, this did not come in effect, and therefore, till now, Madhya Pradesh also continues to have only one house. So, at present, the summary is that you have 6 states which are bicameral: Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, UP, Bihar, Maharashtra, Karnataka. Of course, J&K जो है उसके पास बाइकैमरल लेजिस्लेशन था, बाइकैमरल लेजिस्लेचर था, लेकिन ऑब्वियसली स्टेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एक्ट जो था जम्मू कश्मीर रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन एक्ट ऑफ 2019, उसके बाद से काउंसिल वाज अबॉलिश्ड. नाउ वी कम टू द रेस्ट ऑफ द स्टेट्स. देयर आर 22 स्टेट्स which are unicameral. When we talk about unicameral states, we see that there is a governor and there is a legislative assembly. When we talk about bicameral states, we see there is a governor, there is also a legislative assembly, and there is a legislative council. The legislative council is called the Vidhan Parishad. तो विधान परिषद बुलाते हैं आप legislative council को, which is the upper house. And Vidhan Sabha is the legislative assembly, which is the lower house, or the first chamber, or the popular chamber. Right? The first chamber or the lower house is Vidhan Sabha, which is legislative assembly. The second chamber or the upper house is Vidhan Parishad, which is legislative council. Article 169 क्या कहता है? It is important. Abolition या creation, abolition or creation of legislative councils in states is dealt with Article 169. The Parliament can abolish a legislative council or create it if legislative assembly of the concerned state passes a resolution to that effect. So, अगर कोई स्टेट है X, इस स्टेट को चाहिए कि एक लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल उनका होना चाहिए, या भी यूनिक कैमरल है और इन्हें बाई कैमरल बनना है, दे विल पास अ रेजोल्यूशन. This resolution must be passed with a special majority. Then Parliament can actually create a legislative council. Okay? But you must remember one more thing, that this does not deem to be a constitutional amendment. This act of Parliament is not deemed to be an amendment of the Constitution under Article 368. Therefore, it is passed ordinarily by simple majority in the Parliament. सो जब स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर की बात कर रहे हैं तो वो स्पेशल मेजोरिटी से पास हो रहा है ये रेजोल्यूशन, बट क्योंकि ये कोई टाइप का अमेंडमेंट नहीं है, दिस इज नॉट एन अमेंडमेंट अंडर आर्टिकल 368, इट इज पास्ड by simple majority like in ordinary legislation in the parliament. This much is clear. Now we come to the composition. Before we come to the composition, let us see some things which are important and you must know. Not very important, but you must know so that you have a good analysis of how state legislatures have evolved. आंध्र प्रदेश की अगर हम बात करें तो आंध्र प्रदेश का जो लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल है वो 1957 में बन गया था एंड 1985 में इट वाज अबॉलिश्ड. अगेन इट वाज रिवाइव्ड इन 2007 after the enactment of Andhra Pradesh Legislative Councils Act. Legislative Council of Tamil Nadu की अगर हम बात करें, it was abolished in 1986 and that of Punjab and West Bengal in 1969. Again in 2010, Tamil Nadu passed a resolution for the revival of Legislative Council in the state. Accordingly, Parliament enacted the act. And after that, it got a legislative council. This much is clear. So now you have an idea of what Article 169 is. Right? Now we come to composition of the two houses. जब हम strength की बात करें of legislative assembly, legislative assembly is what? The lower house, right? You remember? It was the lower house. Then you must know that the legislative assembly consists of representatives who are directly elected. तो यहाँ पे direct election है. On the basis of what? UAF, Universal Adult Franchise. Maximum strength यहाँ पे fixed है, वो है 500. Minimum strength आप देखेंगे that is 60. It means that the strength varies between 60 to 500 depending on the population of the state. However, in case of Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim and Goa, a minimum number is fixed and that is 30. In case of Mizoram, it is 40. And in case of Nagaland, it is 46. Further, you see that some members of legislative assemblies in Sikkim and Nagaland are indirectly elected. So, Sikkim and Nagaland में certain members are indirectly elected. Arunachal, Sikkim, Goa की minimum strength है 30. We're talking about legislative assembly here. Mizoram की है 40 and Nagaland की है 46. Other states के बारे में if we see, it lies between 60 to 500. This much is clear. Now we come to nominated members. Before 2020, actually 2020 के पहले तक गवर्नर नॉमिनेट करते थे एक मेंबर को फ्रॉम एंग्लो इंडियन कम्युनिटी टू द असेंबली. ओरिजिनली दिस प्रोविजन वाज टू ऑपरेट फॉर 10 years, मतलब 1950 से लेके 1960 तक ही. But the duration kept on increasing. The last extension was till to 2020. And you see that 104th Amendment Act of 2019 जो था, it did not extend this and therefore this provision came to an end. So you can say that before 2020, governor appointed one member from Anglo-Indian community to the Legislative Assembly of the state. Now it is discontinued. Territorial constituencies की बात करते हैं. डायरेक्ट इलेक्शन हो रहे हैं तो आपके पास टेरिटोरियल कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज भी होनी चाहिए. जो स्टेट है वो डिवाइडेड होता है बिटवीन इन डिफरेंट कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज, राइट. ये जो डिमार्केशन है ऑफ दीज कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज, इट इज डन इन सच अ मैनर दैट द रेशियो between the population of each constituency and the number of seats allotted to them is equal throughout the state. In other words, the constitution ensures that there is uniformity of representation between different constituencies within the state. Right? Population यहाँ पे क्या है? Population, I think it is very easy for you to know, but I'll still reiterate. Population यहाँ पे जो expression है, it means population of the last preceding census of which the relevant figures have been published. Now we'll see another concept which is readjustment after census. Census आजकल बहुत discuss हो रहा है, so you must know these concepts because it can come in your prelims. After each census एक readjustment होता है. किन चीजों में readjustment होता है? Total number of seats in assembly of each state and division of each seat into territorial constituencies. Right? So total number of seats in assembly of each state and division of each state into territorial constituencies. ये दोनों चीज का readjustment होगा. The parliament is empowered to determine the authority and the manner in which it has to be made. Accordingly, आप देखेंगे कि पार्लियामेंट ने डीलिमिटेशन कमीशन एक्ट इनैक्ट किए थे 1952, 62, 72 and 2002 for this same purpose. 52, 62, 72, 2002. This is clear? यहां पे एक और चीज देख लेते हैं. जो 42nd कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट था ऑफ 1976, this had frozen the number of seats in an assembly of each state and division of such state into territorial constituencies till the year 2000. And ये किस सेंसस के बेसिस पे था? सेंसस ऑफ 1971. Right? This ban on readjustment has been extended for another years, that is up to 2026 by the 84th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2001. Okay? The 84th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2001 also empowered the government to undertake readjustment and rationalization of territorial constituencies in a state on the basis of population figures of 1991 census. Later, 87th जो Amendment Act of 2003 है, it provided for delimitation of constituencies on the basis of 2001 census. However, this can be done without altering the total number of seats in assembly of each state. ठीक है, तो सेंसस जो आप देख रहे हो वो 2001 के बेसिस पे है बिकॉज ऑफ 87th. बट यू मस्ट ऑल्सो रिमेंबर कि यहाँ पे ये फ्रोजन स्टेट आई टिल 2000 एंड देन दिस वाज फर्दर एक्सटेंडेड अप टू 2026. Ban on readjustment. This is clear? Now we see reservation of seats for SC and ST. The Constitution provides for reservation of seats for scheduled castes as well as scheduled tribes. You know this. In assembly of each state on the basis of their population ratio.